It's Morphin time!
Pterodactyl! Hi there, this is Doctor with 3 Years of Wrestling, bringing your Monday Night Raw review. And as always, I'm joined by my co-host from day one, the Swerve Show.
What's up, everybody? This is at Michael Chow TV.
Oh, my bad. I didn't even realize it. I got the wrong one.
Don't worry,
no,
I'll switch my picture. I'll switch it.
That's the wrong one.
I wanted you to go live for that. I was just like, man, she doesn't even realize the wrong name is on.
Yeah, I didn't even realize. I don't have yours for Raw?
That's all cool. Damn. What's up? This is I leave it on. I got Steve Callan pictures too. Let's go. We ready. I got everybody except for me up on here. Let's go. Oh. I got this guy up on here. I got this guy up on here. I got this guy up. We ready.
All right. Well,
we ready.
Monday Night Raw started
That's the most entertaining.
With Charlotte. And she basically cut a promo saying that where's her thank you? She wonders where her balloons and her champagnes are, because it's basically her last night on Raw. And Bianca Baszler is getting too many opportunities because she's facing her tonight for the Raw Women's Championship. And then at Crown Jewel, she's going to wrestle for the SmackDown Women's Championship.
Yep.
So what are your thoughts on that, basically?
Man, after watching tonight's Raw, does this even matter, man? It was so bad. They definitely gassed us up thinking something big was going to happen later on tonight with these two ladies. I
definitely agree with you, Swerve Show. But I mean, you know, like when we get to the main event later, you'll see what I'm talking about. It's like I really was not invested at all into this promo. I mean, isn't it the same thing every single time?
Even worse, man. When you think it can't get any worse, it certainly does.
Yeah, just when you think Raw can't get any worse, it does. There you go. There's yours. All right. So then after this, we had the semifinals for the King of the Ring tournament. It was Xavier Woods versus Jinder Mahal, with Xavier Woods picking up the victory. I have to say, I honestly thought, and I don't know why, like last week they teased, you know, oh, what's going to happen if it's you and Kofi Kingston. I was looking forward for Xavier Woods versus Kofi Kingston. I thought that would have been like great. You know, it would have been a great tease, and to have that match go down, I think would have been cool. And instead, we ended up with Jinder Mahal versus Xavier Woods, and Xavier Woods wins this. And do you think this is some type of consolation prize for Xavier Woods, because Kofi Kingston has been their WWE champion? Big E became Mr. Money in the Bank and is now their WWE champion, and Woods is just kind of there.
Yeah. But if WWE mathematics proves me right, the person that usually stands tall before a pay-per-view loses. If you beat the champion, you lose against the champion on the pay-per-view. He held the crown. He held the scepter. He had the cape. He showboated in front of Finn Balor. We've already seen how King Woods would look like in that garb, and we don't need to see it again. And that could be said the same for what's her name? That did the same later on when we get to that match.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about. All right, so after this, we were supposed to have Austin Theory versus R-Truth, but instead we ended up having Austin Theory versus Jeff Hardy, because R-Truth said that he accepted the match for his friend. And, of course, Austin Theory picks up the win. So what were your thoughts on that?
Jeff Hardy's the forbidden door for NXT. He took a camera and took a picture of something funny that was trending on worldwide. Not quite sure what it was, but it's a meme going around with the cell phone. He might have stole his cell phone, but it did. Oh, it did? Hello?
It went for a bit. Steve Callahan says pointless match.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh yeah. He's the forbidden door, and nothing really is gonna happen from this. Just like when he fought somebody else, and he fought Keith Lee, then he fought Karrion Kross. Nope, this will be forgotten after the pay-per-view.
That's so true. Definitely very true. And I feel for Jeff Hardy. I really do. Because Jeff Hardy, like, what has he done since You
I'll
know?
get a DUI at least. Sheesh.
Yeah, besides that. So then after this, we had a tag team match. It was Big E and Drew McIntyre versus the Dirty Dawgz in the form of Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode. Now, this was the whole can they coexist, can they not coexist type of thing. Surprisingly, Drew McIntyre and Big E ended up winning. And at the end, they shake hands. So,
You're surprised? I don't know. I'm not so much surprised about them winning because I would have sucked if they're two like biggest stars that are going at.
Definitely would.
That doesn't mean anything. And and Bobby Roode and Dolph Ziggler, weren't they beef like another jobber today in today's show? And that seems like the trend.
Bobby Roode hasn't really done anything since he came to the main roster. They took away his theme song because of CFO. So now he comes out to Dolph Ziggler's music.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, what has he done since he came to the main roster?
Absolutely nothing. Except
being a tag team match, right? So next we had Mansoor versus Cedric Alexander with Shelton Benjamin. Mansoor went at it alone because, last week Ali beat him up. Now Mansoor ended up winning this. And like you said, usually when they stand tall before the pay-per-view, they end up losing. Now, it wouldn't surprise me if Mansoor loses this because they are going to be in his home country, his hometown. And you know how WWE loves to make wrestlers lose in their hometown. But so do you think Mansoor is going to lose this at Crown Jewel, or do you think he's going to win because of the Prince? Swerve? It says Randy Viper says boo Steve Callahan.
As I'm intrigued in this match for a match that hasn't gotten promoted that much. We'll see. Usually the best person that stands tall is the person that loses, but they listen to my Twitter account, man. Everything that I said sort of comes to fruition, and I was saying that Ali should be the new $1 trillion man, have him embrace that evil heel role that Saudi's so good at, sort of like Apollo Crews did with his character, and it's getting him on TV. All he does is complain on Twitter. Let's do it up. Use the WWE as they use you. Have Vince McMahon get you a limo. Have him showcase rich guy. Have him buy those first-class hotel rooms. Use it. And he came out pretty flashy today.
Randy Viper said points to Swerve.
Heck yeah, I'm getting that ROW title. You don't know it. I got the Steve Callahan title, the ROW title, man. You can't lose a title if you don't know I have it. And
yeah.
It's a big match. If Mansoor wins, which I wouldn't be surprised, props to him. He deserves it because he's played his role to a T. Doesn't complain on social media. Plays his character to a T on Twitter. Ali complains and whines. Nobody wants to get behind that. But if he wins, maybe they go with this the $1 trillion man gimmick.
Yeah, definitely. I can see that. Well, I guess I'm not watching Crown Jewel. So I'll definitely
Why
keep
not?
up with
How come you're not watching Crown Jewel?
Because I'm going to be at work.
Oh, so wait, there's a Randall Viper and there's a Randy Viper. Anyways, that's a different.
Yeah. He says I'm seeing, You're funny, Randy Viper. All right, so after that we had the Goldberg Lashley interview. Basically, Goldberg says that Lashley's statements weren't threats, and he's gonna destroy Lashley. Lashley says that Goldberg's threats aren't true, and that the last time he fought Lashley, they fought with restrictions, and then Goldberg basically ends it saying, "Have a safe flight. I will kill you Thursday." What were your thoughts on this?
How tan Goldberg is, and I was joking online that if he tan one more time, he could be in the Hurt Business.
Oh yeah, he was super tan.
And who cares, man? This is when they do interviews and they blow up their own spots and let us know that he only has a few matches underneath his belt. If he wins, who cares? If he loses, who cares? He's going to be done in a year. If Lashley loses, who cares? It's just, I don't care about this match. They don't care about it. I shouldn't care about it.
Steve Callahan says Goldberg gonna win. You know it.
I hope Goldberg wins. But do you let a Jewish guy win overseas? It's kind of crazy. A lot of podcasts were saying that, just joking around, man. Like with the tension over there with Palestine and Goldberg is Jewish. It's like, do you put Goldberg over? I don't know, but they do like the big guy.
That's true. All right. So after this, we had RK Bro versus Street Profits in a non-title match. I have to say, the spots between Matt Riddle and Montez Ford were really good. I actually enjoyed that, and I would love to see Montez Ford versus Matt Riddle in a one-on-one match because that was pure amazing. But of course, we can't have nice things because this match ends in a DQ finish because AJ Styles and Almost interfere and attack everybody, ending with Almost kicking Randy Orton.
Good recap. I've heard mixed reviews of Montez Ford on Twitter. A lot of people were saying that he was overselling too much, and how did he lose the match with that slam when he jumps higher off the top rope for his frog splash? So I heard a lot of disapproval for Montez Ford tonight.
Really? That's interesting. Because I hear he's between him and Dawkins. He's a Shawn Michaels of the group.
Oh, for sure. Looks and everything.
All right. So after that, we had the semifinals of the Queen's Crown tournament. It was Doudroup versus Shayna Baszler. And Zelina Vega came out to watch this match. I have to say, I thought their dude was going in a completely different direction with this. I thought Shayna, you and I both thought Shayna Baszler, and I think Steve Callahan thought this too. All three of us thought that Shayna Baszler was going to win this because, she's a queen of spades. And it turns out Doudroup ended up winning this. So what were your thoughts on that, Swerve?
Yeah, pretty unique. Maybe her push towards the end was just a way to mess with her head, since Ronda Rousey hasn't shown WWE any love. They usually mess around like that. I could see my second option was Doudroup possibly winning the crown, and then Eve comes out of nowhere and takes the crown from her and says that she's the queen.
I can see that happening.
Yeah, and who is the Zelina Vega put on the crown? She was looking amazing tonight in some cool dress with the crown. She had the cape, the garb, the robe, the wand. We already see how she rocked it. So do we need to see her again? No, but I think it'd be funnier to see Doudroup with that gear on. So I'm intrigued.
Yeah, definitely. It was definitely an interesting swerve, pun intended.
Yeah.
I didn't see it coming, but yeah. But then again, Shayna Baszler winning this would have been too predictable, right?
Blah blah Doudroup.
All right, so then after that, we had Finn Balor versus Mace. I don't know why we had this match, but Finn Balor ended up winning, which was in a surprise. Mace got split from T-Bar. And now what? What's he going to do on Raw?
I don't want to hear people complain about AEW's tournament bracket, talking about how 10 got up on there, how Dustin Rhodes got into it. I want to know how Mace even got on the King of the Ring tournament, He
wasn't in this wasn't for the King of the Ring.
It wasn't?
No.
I just want to know how he got on Raw then. He
was already on Raw, but he got split from T-Bar.
Man, he has he's different looking, but man, it's crazy seeing him in a suit on commentary. Then all of a sudden he's out there with Daisy Dukes. But I like his luck though. There's something unique about him, but he doesn't have the it factor. I don't see. Yeah, man. He needs to be a little bit more dieseler. I think his muscles need to be a little bit more cut and more toned. And that's crazy.
He on commentary?
He was on commentary for a while, and Brock Lesnar gave him the F5.
Oh. I don't remember.
I forgot. If I find his name, maybe Steve will know. What was his name on the commentary? He was on commentary for a hot minute.
Steve Callahan says Mason T-Bar dead. Yeah.
Mace.
Mace. It's the guy that looks like Millie Vanilli.
His name was Dio Madden.
Dio Madden?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Now I remember. Yeah, I remember now.
And he replaced Nigel McGuinness on 205 Live from what Google says, and then he became a Raw announcer in 2019.
Now I remember. And then he was only on there for a good while, and then they took him off.
Yes, he called out Brock Lesnar on said something bad, and then next week he just F5'd him, and he's tall, he's big. When he was standing in front of Brock Lesnar, you're like, damn, damn, you really you want to mess with him? You sure you want to mess with him, Brock?
It's coming back to me. All right, so in the main event, we had the Raw Women's Championship match. It was Charlotte versus Bianca Belair. I have to say, before we get into this, going back to the beginning, I was impressed by Bianca being able to do that flip in high heels. I can't even walk in high heels without breaking my ankle.
Man, there was somebody, I forgot what some diva did something in the high heels, and it was just like, wow, that's pretty amazing. But,
yeah, definitely. I'll take wedges and flats over high heels any day.
I thought you said wedgies.
No, wedges. But anywho.
Oh my god, there's a wedgie commercial too on my thing. What the heck? That's weird.
Wow, that is weird.
Bombas.com. Get your first wedgie-free underwear. Wow, they are reading our minds.
Yeah.
Well, this show today from RW sponsored by Wedgie-free underwear. Are you tired of going to sports and having to pick your wedgie? Well, put in Datilla's name and get 20% off. Boobas.
I'll get to Steve Callahan's comment right now, but I thought this main event was a good main event. All the back and forth, and I believe Bianca was gonna win. But of course, Cedric always finds a way to ruin everything. This is why we can't have nice things, people. So, of course, Charlotte ended up it was a DQ finish. Charlotte used a chair on Bianca Belair. And like Steve Callahan said, the main event was good, but of course, DQ, so they're going to switch belts. What he means by that is I think it's going to be a Street Profits New Day segment where literally Charlotte and Becky are going to just switch each other's belts. Like, Becky's going to hand the SmackDown title to Charlotte, and Charlotte's going to hand the Raw title to Becky.
Ooh, that's a unique way of having it, man. This Raw, the main event, killed me, man. I thought Bianca Belair should have won the title to make us forget about this horrible card. And you know what they're doing? And it's not working because we're all used to their formula. They're trying to gain sympathy for her by losing all of these matches so we can rebuild our, oh, man, I can't wait till she wins again, Daniel Bryan momentum. And at this point, me personally, I just gave up. It's, man, she's losing. That's all I'm thinking about. That's whatever.
Yeah, definitely. You know, I was worried about you for a sec. I was like, oh my God, Raw killed for a show. I hope he's still alive.
No, I'm glad I got a few of my good points across in that stream because towards the end I was talking about football. So saying people need to give Monday Night Football a chance. Even if you don't like football, just turn it on, pick a team, listen to Peyton Manning talk about the sport in a funny way.
Chiefs. I picked the Chiefs.
Even if they weren't playing tonight, it still would have been better.
The Super Bowl is actually going to be in my home field. So if I can get a ticket, I definitely would go.
Ooh, and the Olympics too, right?
The Olympics are going to I believe are in 2028.
Something about I've been seeing commercials this year saying that once in a lifetime, the Super Bowl and the Olympics will be played at the same time. So it might be the Winter Olympics.
Summer Olympics begin July 21st, ends on August 6th. Oh my God.
Good luck with traffic.
Oh, no. See, I was right. 2028. I was right. 2028. Don't put that evil on us, Swerve Show. Okay? LA traffic is bad as it is. We don't need any more disruptions.
No, there is the Olympics. Whenever the Super Bowl is, I can guarantee you $1 billion that there's Olympics come April because I've seen nothing but commercials saying the Super Bowl and the Olympics happening at the same time. They were like, first time ever in history, the Olympics and the Super Bowl will be played in the same area. Winter 2022, something about it. I'll figure that out. Olympics 2022. Olympic 2022. Yeah.
Oh, 2022 is right this year. Hold on. I'm gonna figure this out.
But then it's saying Beijing, China, but
yeah, this is Beijing.
So it's probably on TV at the same time. That's what they got me.
Yeah.
It would have been better. Like, yo, hurry up, get out of the like they're doing track while there's a game going on.
Yeah, I imagine. All right, that's cool. So overall, I think we both can agree that tonight's Monday Night Raw was just. I mean, we've had worse Raws than this. Worse, honestly, we have. Was this as bad as compared to Raws from the past? Probably not.
I bet you.
But it wasn't great either.
I bet you this Raw is probably one of the lowest rated Raws of all time, at least third. Because Monday Night Football had a really, 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 really good game. A really good game.
Steve Callahan said 3 out of 5 and 4 out of 10. Who played for football?
One of the best teams, two of the best teams, the Buffalo Bills and the Tennessee Titans.
Oh,
and 35-45. Yeah, and it went down to the wire last second. So you were watching that game every single minute of it. It wasn't a blowout in the first quarter where you're like, you know what, I can't watch this. Let me watch Raw. Nope, every minute of that game was good.
Steve Callahan said Raw's been bad the last few years. Has not gotten better. That's true. That's true. And I don't know. I don't understand why Vince hasn't seen the light yet. I will never understand that.
Miz don't even care right now. Miz knows he's the man. Miz beat the John Cena. Miz came back, won the title. Miz cut one of the best promos on Daniel Bryan. He has one of the best shows with his wifey that's getting copied by Cody Rhodes. He's on Dancing with the Stars. He doesn't have to bruise his body. He's getting mainstream coverage again. He probably already knows he's on a sinking ship, and he's like, yo, I'm out. All right, ghost.
He's going to go back. He's going to go back to his old roots, reality TV. I'm with Swerve. Screw Raw. All right. Well, do you have anything to plug and promote as we get ready to wrap things up?
I guess people are complaining about butt trending on Twitter. I guess. Yeah. I guess that's bad. I love booty. Well, Denise El Salvador was like, the most over topic on our Raw post show was butt. My God. Maybe on their show, but hey, nothing wrong with that, man. It's something you got to talk about because Raw was born. We're not going to talk about Mansoor. Oh my God. Robert Roode. Did you see Austin Theory? That was unbelievable. I really thought that. Nah. Nope. Yeah. Raw is probably pissed off too, man. They fired Bray Wyatt. Roman Reigns is on the other show. Brock Lesnar's on the other show. Yeah, man. Brock Lesnar's on the other show. I'd be like, I don't need you. But what's crazy, though, is they score higher than other shows.
They do.
Yep.
They honestly do. Well, thanks so much for joining me on this late review. I know it's really late for you, but thank you so much, Swear Show.
No problem. Thank you for having me on. Sorry for sounding dull, but that's
it's okay. Yeah, I don't blame you. As for me, do you guys like Power Rangers? I did do a watch along of episode 14 called Ofos last night alongside Steve Callahan. And I did release the debut of Legacy of Power podcast. So make sure you guys check that out. As far as wrestling's concerned, I might see you guys Wednesday if I can.
She talks about Izzy, a Power Ranger that's surrounded by controversy. You guys must check it out. Do you think it's toxic? Do you think it's equal? I don't know. Tune in.
Yes, thanks for that, Swear Show.
It's pretty good. I liked it. I didn't know about that, but it's pretty cool.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So thank you guys all so much for watching, and please don't forget to like and subscribe. Make sure you hit that bell so you get notified whenever I go live, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Dislike and subscribe.
Oh my God, don't tell them that.